Hey guys, so first thing to consider if you should be giving your kitty heartworm preventative monthly or not is the fact that cats are actually not natural hosts for heartworms like our dogs are. So even in the chance that a cat gets bitten by a mosquito and the heartworm infection is transferred to them, there's a much less chance of it causing any disease at all because the cat's immune system just simply does a better job at eradicating the infection upon arrival into the body. And secondly is the infection itself in cats is often significantly less severe to the point where they often can even have a small infection of heartworms in their heart and have no clinical symptoms at all. It's been shown in clinical practice that sometimes cats will have a small infection of only a handful of worms in their heart with no clinical signs and symptoms, whereas with dogs, it can become a very serious life-threatening infection. Hey guys, so I'm doing a series for you on pet heartworm medications and if you should be giving it to your dogs and cats or not. And one of the big things you need to consider is looking at what actually is heartworm medication. So most often, if we look at one of the most popular brands, HeartGuard, it's a combination of two drugs, ivermectin and pyrantel. Now these are synthetic drugs. These are not natural compounds, they're chemical compounds that are put together in this combination, which will kill heartworms should your pet come in contact with them. So you need to consider this as part of the weight of whether you're going to be giving your pet heartworm prevention on a regular basis or not, is these are synthetic chemicals that can have different effects in the body. They're not completely benign substances. Hey guys, continuing on my series about heartworm preventative and if you want to be giving it to your dog or cat on a regular basis. So a third point to consider here is what area of the country do you live in? Because if you live in one of the northern states or the western states, the incidence rate of heartworm disease is much lower in those cooler climates. The states that have the highest risk for heartworm infection are actually Mississippi, Louisiana, South Carolina, Arkansas, and Alabama. So if you live in one of the warmer, southern more states, that's definitely another point to consider if you want to be giving this monthly preventative. But if you live in one of the states that the incident risk is very low, you really want to consider if giving your pets these synthetic chemicals is actually, if it's doing more harm than it's doing good. Did you know that conventional heartworm prevention is actually the combination of two synthetic drugs? So you may want to consider for your pet to give them natural protection to heartworms instead of giving them these synthetic drugs every month. So a few things you can do is number one, make sure that you're only bringing your pet outside when it's not peak mosquito hours, which are dusk and dawn. You can use an all-natural pet bug repellent like our ReNewedPet bug repellent, really quick and easy and safe to spray on and apply to your pet before going outside. And the other huge thing you can do is just keep their natural innate immune system very strong. That way, if they do get bit by a mosquito who is infected with heartworms, their body's immune system can defeat that and they won't have an infestation. You can do this through species appropriate diet, like a good balanced frozen raw diet or fresh cooked diet, giving digestive enzymes and daily probiotics, and just doing all the natural support to keep your pet's whole system healthy.